I'm still getting over my sickness, I think. And I went back and I watched this video I made last week when I was getting my tattoos. And it's kind of funny because I had already mentioned last week about how I was feeling like a little sick. Um, and that's why I took like a nap and whatever. And I've been feeling better. Like I had a really bad day this week where I was like really, really, really sick. Like, you could feel like the heat in like your joints and everything. And I feel better. It's just like the congestion. Like, if you've been sick, like the congestion kind of stays like for weeks sometimes, like where you're just constantly blowing your nose and you're not sick. It's just all of that built up in there. So anyway, I'm just getting over that. And I was feeling not like sad, but maybe like a little, like having a little tender moment yesterday because I finally finished with my therapy. And I forgot how long the sessions. I think we did like either 8 or 12 weeks. But I remember I started like in the summer. And so, it's been pretty much like 6 months that we've had them going. And I think it's been a really big help, at least for me, like the specific CBT therapy, which helps you like break down everything into like three big parts, right? Like your thoughts and your feelings and your reactions, or your behaviors. And that to me has been a really big help on like identifying what triggers me and like how I feel and um, when I get into like a fight or flight mode. And so it's been really good, and I'm really thankful and grateful for my therapist. Like she's been such a huge help, and she really has validated all my feelings this year, and just made me feel like a person, that goes through things. Like we all have feelings and emotions, and we all go through different things, and it affects us differently. And so sometimes I tend to feel a little isolated and alone with those feelings, just because like they're so big, and it feels so heavy, and it feels like isolating almost, because then it feels like, well, everybody else has their life together. Why am I still going through all this and struggling? So it's been really good, and um, I'm just like a little, the tender moments, because like it's somebody that I talk to regularly, and so to have to like kind of part was like, dang, like bye. So I think it's just sad when you have to say bye to somebody that made like a really nice big impact on your life. But she kind of left the door open for me to come back if I need anything, if I need another session, to just message her. And so I was like, that's very nice for me. But I think going forward, I have like the tools I need. And I just, kind of told her that to make a change, to really work on myself, like it takes a lot. It's easy to dive back into like the old patterns of like how I am and like go back into like this toxic mindset. I guess it's just easier to revert back to that because it's like what I'm familiar with. But it takes time, and it takes a really big effort on my part to make the change to be different and to be better, and to make those changes in my life. So I really have to work hard on myself this coming year in 2026 to just keep making improvements and keep focusing on myself and my goals. And I'm like excited a little bit. I'm a little fearful of the future, but I think overall it's just like something good to look forward to. And I'm pretty hopeful about it. So just kind of wanted to touch on that. But anyway, I'm going to go have some coffee because I'm tired, and it's like almost 11 now. So I had kind of a late Saturday, but my arms are healing. I didn't do my tattoo reveals, but here's one. It's all crusty, but it's healing. Here's the other one, the safety pin, crusty. And here's the last one, the lollipop. They're so weird angles to show. Yeah. I know I have a lot of hearts, a lot of colors, but anyway, they're healing. But now again, I'm running into the same thing where it's like, once you get something that fills in a spot, you start seeing all these like empty spots. And like, it's just kind of funny, but I'm not really in a rush to fill these in because, I don't know, my choice would be to fill it with more hearts, which I already have like a sickening amount of them on my body. So anyway, I'm going to go have my coffee. Bye. I would say this is like my first day of vacation now, like my first evening. It's Monday, and I just finished like the work day, And honestly, I feel like time was going slow, but it was also going fast. Every time it's around like the Christmas break, like even being in school, I think, sorry, my throat, oh my god. But even being in school, like around the holiday time, like when you know you're gonna have the time off from work or from school or whatever, like you just always feel in that vacation mode already. So like no matter what you do, it's kind of like I don't really want to put in like my 100% effort because you're just kind of like waiting to be done, you know. So I did the stuff I wanted to do today, but it felt like a lot. It took like a lot of my energy to focus and really work on these things. And I was kind of like, well, whatever, it's only a week, you know, I'll be back next Monday, which just kind of feels funny. But I just kind of want to be like in vacation mode already. And this is like the time to do it because there's not going to be any time in the year where it's like you get this much time off altogether. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can take PTO and whatever, but this is like the good time to do it because I want to be home. I want to be chilling for like Christmas and whatever. So one of the things I was like wanting to do was kind of just like, oh, I want to drink a little bit. You know, I did my little break of being sober for 3 months and it was nice. And I drank a little bit for the holiday party. And, you know, I've had like a beer here and there, which has been nice. So again, like that vacation mode is kind of kicking in. But I do have to go on my run today. I want to be focused because it is a little wet outside and I don't want to slip and get an injury. So I might hold off on just having a drink today, or like maybe if I go early enough, like, you know, we'll go on a run when I get home, maybe afterwards I can have something as like a little treat. But I feel like once I do the running, it'll probably just, you know, get me over that crave. I don't know if it's a craving, I guess, but maybe, you know, then I won't want to anymore. So I don't know, but you know, I do have to really focus on my running. I'm gonna do that this week. I can't do a lot of running and be in my best tippy-toppy shape if I'm drinking a lot. The only thing that's deterring me a lot from the running right now is because one, it was really, really cold and the weather has kind of calmed down now. It's not as freezing and like in the low 40s, but it is rainy and it's going to be even rainier this week, like thunderstorms and stuff, which make it a little hard just because I'm not used to running in the rain. And again, it like scares me, I think, a little bit to just like have an injury from, you know, like the wet leaves or the pavement or something. Just even like stepping wrong and the land makes me slip. Like I'm scared of that because I don't want to take myself out, you know, on an injury like that. So I think maybe I'll just see how today goes with the running outside and then kind of go from there. So I'm looking forward to it. I really want to get out there. I feel like just pudgy and fat and lazy and I don't know, it's just gross. So anyway, I will check in later. Bye. I'm baking cookies today because I made a little bit of the one that I had left over from last week, which was like a shortbread recipe. So I had a couple more of those to make, and I just figured why not just make another batch of chocolate chip cookies because I really liked the recipe. Especially now that I'm not as sick anymore and I can actually taste food. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited actually. But I also figured I didn't really want to do that much tomorrow since we're supposed to be making tamales. So I didn't want to do all the extra stuff, you know, to be in the kitchen, like be in the way because I don't have a big kitchen. So I'm doing those right now. So yeah, be pretty fun. But besides that, I just kind of had a home day with the kids. So I didn't really do a lot. But I think checking in today, I feel like pretty yellow because I'm pretty content. So feeling pretty good. That's Tuesday for you. Today's Christmas Day, and I'm whispering because people are asleep in the house. It's crazy. But anyway, it's Christmas. It's like 3 p.m. The last thing I'm gonna do today is make ponche. I got this kit that's like ready to go. So if you can see, it already has everything in there that you need. The fruits and everything. See that? Awesome. Ready to go. It's like a fruit tea basically because you boil everything together and then like it's like a tea because it's just all the fruit, right? So it's really good. I'm gonna put some tequila in mine. It's gonna be really tasty. I still have to go out and buy a tequila because yesterday I drank all of the tequila that I had for it because I got two too into the party mode of like making tamales and yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do the ponche in a little bit, maybe like an hour, and it's gonna smell so good and it's gonna be really yummy, and I'm excited. We already opened our gifts this morning. It was nice. I had a good time, and I just wanted to show my Christmas tree before it gets really, really ugly. But it feels so like festive right now. It's so cute. Like, here's my tree. And I didn't have a Christmas outfit, so this is what I wore. Very cool. Merry Christmas. I didn't do the Vlogmas thing, but whatever. It just seems dumb, I guess. So instead, I'm just doing my regular vlogs. There's toys everywhere, all over the floor. If you can see all that. Toys everywhere. My kitchen's a mess from the tamales we did. Still gotta clean up. That's the big pot we used for the tamales. Yeah, I feel tired, hungover, old, crusty. That's okay. And I think it's raining outside now again. So that's cool. So it's nice. But yeah, now I'm just rambling. So anyway, bye.